The first love letter. By no means an easy undertaking, especially without an eraser. The so-called bread trick dates back as far as ancient Roman times. Scratch out the dough and rub, though the results leave much to be desired. What about the knife trick? Keep scraping until the writing disappears? Not entirely convincing either. Is that to be the end of the love letter? Luckily, we live in a world in which erasers are manufactured, using ingredients like these: plastic, chalk, gelling agent, pumice, white color pigments, and blue ones. And this is the final product, an eraser with a white end and a blue end. The white end is for erasing pencil marks. The blue end is for ballpoint pen ink, the arch enemy of any eraser. This is where the ingredients for the blue end are mixed. There's a recipe to follow, just like baking a cake. To give the eraser a chance against the nastiest of ballpoint inks, a very large amount of pumice is added. The blue colour doesn't have any special significance, it just serves as a means of identification. The mixture has to be kneaded in order to ensure that there are no lumps. The well-mixed paste is then filled into a funnel. A machine called an extruder then presses the mixture into a thick strand. Not only in the laboratory, also on a large scale in the factory. This is the eraser still in liquid form, in blue and in white. And this is what it looks like when it comes out of the machine. How is it done? Inside the machine, the eraser mixture is shaped to form thick strands and is carefully heated. The heat transforms the mixture into a thick jelly-like material. Now both strands have to be joined together at just the right moment. If they're too hard, the strands won't stick together. If they're too soft, the white and blue colors will intermix. One of the most important factors of all is the right temperature. That's why manufacturers keep it a secret. Well above 100 degrees is all that STAEDTLER's prepared to say. For good reason too. A mere 1 degree too high or too low, and the eraser won't be any good. This eraser was subjected to too high a temperature. It's so hard that it can't be broken. If you try to erase anything with it, it'll look like this. It was too cold in the oven for this eraser. All you need to do is bend it a little and it breaks immediately. Anyone who tries to use this eraser isn't going to have much joy either. An eraser heated at exactly the right temperature breaks in two only after some seconds and does a perfect job. The Latin word radere means to scratch, but an eraser's job is much more than scratching, and that's where the ingredients come into play. The chalk and pumice loosen the pencil or ink particles. The gelatin makes the eraser soft so that it can get to the particles hidden between the paper fibers. The plastic ensures good adhesion of the graphite. It forms crumbs so that there's no smudging on the paper. The looser the bonding between the writing and the paper, the better the erasing results. Pencil marks, that is graphite, are easiest to erase. Other writing instruments pose more of a problem. But back to the eraser strand. The next step is to stamp it with the manufacturer's logo. It is still fairly hot at this stage, so water is required to cool it down. Later, the water is simply blown away. Then, the eraser is cut to size. The pumice content in the erasers causes the cutting blades to go blunt. The blades therefore have to be changed every 4 hours. Then it's time to join the queue for a sleeve. "100 kilograms of erasers an hour are made by this machine alone." That's 100,000 pieces a day. And a single one is all it takes to solve a big problem. A very big one.